Little Patuxent Review. Thank you so much for featuring me in this new issue. I'm going to read 3 of the poems that are featured in your magazine, and I'm so grateful for your attention and shining a light on Maryland poetry. Thank you. The first poem I'm going to read is Tomato Pies, 25 Cents. It's about my grandparents who had the first Italian restaurant in New Jersey at the beginning of the century. And here it is, Tomato Pies, 25 cents. Tomato pies are what we called them those days before pizza came in at my grandmother's restaurant in Trenton, New Jersey. My grandfather is rolling meatballs in the back. He studied to be a priest in Sicily, but saved his sister Maggie from marrying a bad guy by coming to America. Uncle Joey is rolling dough and spooning sauce. Uncle Joey is always scrubbed clean, sobered up, in a white starched shirt after cops delivered him home just hours before. The waitresses are helping themselves to handfuls of cash out of the drawer, playing the numbers with Moon Mullen and Shad sent in from Broad Street, 1942. Tomato pies with cheese, 25 cents. With anchovies, large, 50 cents. A whole dinner is 60 cents before 6 p.m. How the soldiers bust in from Fort Dix would stand outside all the way down Warren Street, waiting for this new taste treat. Young guys in uniform, lined up and laughing, learning Italian before being shipped out to fight the last great war. My second poem is called, this poem is asking for your love. You know how we can't control the poems we write, and they just surprise us. This poem is asking for your love. This poem is not usually like this. I don't know what came over it. It's mostly violet under the sun with a large yellow parasol and a pond with a center that never freezes. I swear I had no idea. I'm so used to trees of hearts and cherries within its branches. I can't imagine what woke this poem up with a truth I never wanted. It called out the tower window and said I was alone. That in itself is a morbid lie. I have long shadows in autumn and clouds any time there is a sky. In fact, everything was going so well until this poem wanted to undress me and bring back my love and hold me close and rub my forehead when I had a fever. It had no idea what trouble would come from this. So I wrote it. Then I ran from it. Now I can erase it to show I never needed it at all. Because don't you know, poem, if you have to ask for something, it's no gift. And the last poem that's in your wonderful magazine is called Safety. And it's about my husband of 60 years, who I met when we were in junior high school number 3, and we were both very young. Safety for Ken Flynn. When you were in the 9th grade and I was in the 7th, you were a crossing guard keeping order at junior high school number 3. No one was disobedient when you wore that wide yellow strap across your chest. No one bruised another, caused trouble, or so much as threw a stone. No one cracked a joke about you, a man in uniform. How did that yellow vest feed your soul to let you know someday you'd fly a plane just to feel the power of a strap across your chest? What liberation to know how to be in charge, strong and capable, flying through gunfire and lightning again and again to come back to me. Although we were young, you were 15 and I was 13. Since then, I've never known the world without you. Now I must be 12. Thank you. Thank you very much for featuring my poetry in your magazine. I'm Grace Cavalieri.